Hello everyone, welcome back to my official YouTube channel. In today's episode, I'll be talking about how to prepare an application for PhD or postdoctoral position in abroad. So in my next episode, I'll be talking about how to prepare the same for in India. So before starting for PhD and postdoctoral application, I would like to mention that if you are looking for PhD position, you should have a good GRE score or TOEFL score for United States. So you should have at least 105 TOEFL score out of 120, and also you should have above 320 GRE score out of 340, because this will help you for applying PhD position in United States. Similarly, if you are interested to apply for postdoctoral position, you should have at least one good fast author publication in your PhD. So without the further delay, so let's start um, how to apply for PhD or postdoctoral position in abroad. Same thing also applies for Europe. So if you have a publication in your undergraduate level, it will be helpful to get position in Europe, the PhD position, or if you have IELTS score or TOEFL score, that will also help you to get to apply for PhD position in abroad, in specifically in Europe. So how to, before starting, after you will have all these qualification, like you have TOEFL score or GRE score, or you have one good past other publication in PhD, how to search the lab. So let us know how you are going to search the lab. So if you don't know which lab you are interested to apply, so just go to the Google and type PubMed. Okay, so like PubMed for biology student, I will say. Uh, Similarly, for chemistry student or a physics student, also you can type the same. So type PubMed. In the PubMed, you are going to get this window, and just type the area you are interested. So for me, I will write synapto synapto synaptotagmin in Drosophila. So I just type this, so many paper will come. So just I will type this one, and you will get the paper here. Then you will get the affiliation and just expand it, and you will come to know the paper is published from which institute. So this is from the MIT, Cambridge, United States, and this lab, Troy Littleton lab, this is the corresponding author. So just in the separate window, just type the lab, Troy Littleton lab. So just enter to the laboratory, and you will get the page here. So here everything is mentioned. So this is the lab, Troy Littleton lab. So, and this lab is from MIT. So basically this is a new Drosophila neurogenetics lab, and this lab work in using Drosophila as a model system. They are trying to understand several neurological disorder, including epilepsy, Huntington disease, autism, and etc. So you will get all the information here. Now in the upper tab, you will have who are there in that lab. So you have like people who are in the lab. So everything is here. Now in another tab, you will get the publication. So everything is mentioned here, year-wise publication. Then you are going to, if you want to get the, contact that lab or write to that lab, everything is mentioned here. So this is the email ID. You should email the, if you're interested to work in that laboratory. Similarly, I will just, I will just write another thing here. Just if I am interested in cancer biology, I'll write cancer biology. Okay, biology, cancer biology. So search. So you'll get many paper. So now just click that link, and you'll get to know the paper is from this institute, Italy, and you will have all the information here. So this is the corresponding author. So just type this name in here, like you write that name, you'll come to know the lab. Now another example I'm giving, just I'm writing ER resident calcium sensor. Okay, so I click the link here. So now again the same thing, everything is mentioned here. This paper is from United States, and this is from some in from this institute, Department of Biochemistry and Biophysics, University of California, San Francisco, and Graham Davis Laboratory. This is from the Graham Davis Laboratory. So just type the lab here, Graham Davis lab. Okay. Okay. So now this is the laboratory, and so this is the lab. The area, the basic area that lab is working is to understand stable neuronal function. So you'll get to know the research area of that lab, and also you'll come to know what are the people in that lab. So he's the PI, Graham Davis. Now you will have different page showing the publication. So you'll come to know about the publication. Then if you want to contact, or if you want to apply that laboratory, just click here. You'll get all the contact information. So here it is written that the email ID of the laboratory. So if you want to contact the administrative assistant, here is the email ID. So you will have all the information here. If you want to write to the PI directly, the email ID is here, graydavis.neuro@gmail.com. So this is how, if you don't know which lab you are going to apply, so this is how you will search the lab in the PubMed. You search the area in the PubMed, and you are going to get the lab, the corresponding author. So that is the lab head. So like that, you have to prepare your all the lab that you are interested for applying the PhD or postdoctoral position. So like that, during when I was searching my postdoctoral position, so or when you will be searching for PhD position, you make a list of the lab that you are interested. So here I made the list of the lab that I am interested. So this lab is Kaizen lab from Caltech. So here I have mentioned that this column represents the principal investigator. Now you have a corresponding email ID for the investigator, and this is the institute like Caltech or Yale University or San Diego or Purdue University. Now the research area that is interested, and research area of that lab. So Kaizen lab is interested in axon guidance and synaptogenesis, and this lab is in California, US. So everything I have mentioned here, I have shortlisted the laboratory by searching in PubMed. So I made that list around 44 lab, I think. Yes, around 44 lab I made the list. So you make a list before applying for PhD or postdoctoral position. So you make a list of the lab that you are interested, or according to the area that you are interested, you make the list of the labs. So that will help you, to apply the lab, because this is really important. So you make the list, and so that will be helpful for you. Okay, so apply after making the list. Now you are going to prepare your CV. So how to prepare your CV? So here I have a sample copy for the CV. So here in the first page, you should mention, if you are applying for PhD position or postdoctoral position, you should mention three different, the three different points which are important in the first page. So first, you have to mention about what is your broad research interest. Basically, grossly or broad research, broadly, which area you are interested to work. So I have mentioned that I am interested to understand molecular mechanism of cellular trafficking events and the signaling cascade that orchestrate the process of synaptic development and plasticity. So that is my broad research interest. So you have to mention about the broad research interest. Then in the next paragraph, you have to write about your undergraduate research summary if you are applying for undergraduate like PhD position, or you have to mention about PhD research summary. So here I have written about what I have done my undergraduate, or what I have done my what I've done during my PhD. So here I have mentioned briefly about this. So here you can see that I have written that during my graduate training, I have attempted to understand the rule of DICA69, the protein that I was working that point of time, a bar domain containing protein in the context of synaptic development and glutamate receptor trafficking at the Drosophila and neuromuscular junction. So here I have mentioned about, very briefly about the protein that I worked and the area that I worked. And also I have mentioned about, some collaboration work I have also done in collaboration with other lab, that is the Saffron Science Lab. That also I have mentioned, because if you are, it will be very good for your CV. You have done some collaboration work, because they will come to know that you can also work, in collaboration with someone, in addition to the independently. And also you have to mention what is your expertise, what you have learned, or what you have earned when you are doing your undergraduate or postgraduate. So I have written that, PhD. So I have written that my graduate and graduate training has exposed me to understand to Drosophila genetics, electrophysiology, microscopy, molecular biology, neuronal cell biology, and cell signaling. So that also you have to mention, very pinpoint. You have to mention about your expertise in the, in this paragraph. Then the third paragraph, you have to talk about what is your long term goal, what you are going to do 10 years down the line, and what is your, what you are going to explore after. So that is also really important. You have to mention about that, little bit about that. Then in the next page, you have to mention about, if you are a PhD student, you have to mention about the publication. And if you are a fast author, you just highlight this, that that will help the, viewer to, go through your CV. And you have to give the PubMed ID, PMID number, so that they can go to your application, and they can see. So here I have mentioned the DOI here, and also PMID, the PubMed ID. So you have to mention very, you have to mention that in your CV. Now in the next paragraph, education. So where you have done your master's, and like I have done my master MTech in biotechnology from IIT Guwahati, and also MSc from Utkal University. This is my undergraduate college, and PhD supervisor name. So you have to mention that. And also if you have done some courses or project, you have to mention very briefly in this paragraph. The third page, you have to mention about what are the conferences or presentation you have attended. So like I have written that I have given, I have given oral talk, and also I have presented, I have presented poster. I was given, I have given invited talk. So that you have to mention very clearly in this page. And if you have an award, you have to mention it here. And the last paragraph, last like part of the CV is about the reference, because this is really important. And one reference should be there who has guide you directly. It could be either your PhD supervisor or undergraduate supervisor. That is very important, because they are going to ask the recommendation from your supervisor or from the mentor where you have worked. So that is really important. That is the, what is in the application, because they are going to recommend you that you are a very good student, or you are a very hardworking student, or you are a very talented student, and to do research. So that, because that will help the laboratory to grow, because if they came to know that you are not you have not done correctly in your PhD or undergraduate, that will be very bad impression for them. So that application will not be considered. And then after that, you have to write a cover letter. So this is also important. So you have to attach cover letter, CV in your email. So here the cover letter should be like this, according to me. So here I have written about the laboratory head, Dr. J. Troy Littleton. This is the address. And now here I have mentioned, dear Professor J. Troy Littleton, I wish to apply for a postdoctoral position, or you can write the PhD position in your laboratory. I am working as a graduate or undergraduate student under the mentorship of Dr. Bhimlesh Kumar, my PhD mentor, and from this Department of Biological Science, Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Bhopal. Currently, I am writing my thesis and will most probably be defending it by late December or January 2017. This part is very important. You have to mention it clearly when you are going to graduate or when you are going to defend your thesis. Then in the next paragraph of the cover letter, I have written about what I have done in my PhD. Here I have mentioned that during my graduate training, I have attempted to understand the role of this protein DIC69, a bar domain containing protein in the context of synaptic development and glutamate receptor trafficking at the Drosophila neuromuscular junction. Then I have mentioned that the study was published in this paper. That is briefly you have to mention. Then if you have done some collaboration work, I have also mentioned about this collaboration work I have done from the Drosophila on Drosophila saffron from Saffron Science Lab at IISER Bhopal. That will help them, that will be really impressive for them to know that we have done some collaboration work. Then if you have some idea also you can mention here. And then in the next paragraph you are going to talk about the lab that you are interested. So like here I have written that as I make my next career move towards finding a postdoctoral position, I strongly feel working with your research team at that MIT institute, which will provide me with a wonderful opportunity to explore my research interest. And after that you have to write about what you have learned, what is your expertise in your undergraduate or PhD. You have to mention clearly here. Then in the last paragraph, see here I have written that please feel free to contact my thesis advisor. Okay, so now you have to write that thank you for your consideration and I look forward your response, your name, email ID and phone number. So this is this is how you will make the cover letter. Okay, so now after cover letter you are going to send the email. You have the email ID for the lab. So how to do that? So here I have written very brief email which I am going to send along with CV and cover letter to that laboratory that I'm interested. So here I have written that dear Professor Thomas L. Swartz, greetings from IISER Bhopal, the institute you belong. I am Bhagavan Malik, working with Dr. Bhimlesh Kumar, my PhD mentor in the Department of Biological Science, IISER Bhopal. And here I have mentioned that currently I am writing my thesis and will most probably be defending it by late November or December 2017. So you have to mention when you are going to defend or when you are going to graduate. And here I have mentioned that I wish to apply for postdoctoral position in your laboratory and now your broad research interest. I am broadly interested in understanding synaptic development and crosstalk among various signaling pathways that regulate synaptic plasticity. During my PhD program at IISER Bhopal, I have attempted to understand the role of this protein, in the context of synaptic development and glutamate receptor targeting or trafficking using Drosophila neuromuscular junction as a model synapse. And if you have done some collaboration work, you have also write briefly. Then what you are going to learn in that laboratory that you are applying, also you have to mention it here very briefly. Here I have written that in the last, my cover letter and CV are attached here. The reference letter from my referee should reach you by email soon. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much, or thanks and regards. Now your name. Okay, so this is how you prepare your application for PhD position or postdoctoral position. Very important point. You have to write a cover letter, you have to make a CV and very short email describing why you are interested, because the email is very important. If you write a bad email, they will throw your application to the trash. So very careful when you are writing a brief email, because very brief and very short, and you have to mention everything what you have done. So then if they they're excited about your application, they will call for you interview. Most probably they will call you for online interview for video conference. So before before going for the video interview, make sure that you make a small PPT. If you are undergraduate, make 10-minute to 15-minute PPT, describing what you have done in your undergraduate project. Or if you are applying for postdoctoral position, make a 30 to 35-minute PPT, PowerPoint, and go over that, because you will explain what you've done there. So I think my video will help many undergraduate and PhD student to apply for PhD or postdoctoral position in abroad. So if you like my video, like my work, please like, share, and subscribe. And we will have more video coming soon. Thank you very much, and good luck.